Conference today. I think this is a great moment that we all need to acknowledge as a moment to share the loving kindness and not the COVID. I think we all are trying to do our unique parts here in order to help ourselves stay safe and healthy while we are trying to help others, especially uh, our students. So today, in this short presentation on mindfulness for self-care, I would like to briefly talk about what is this mindfulness, how to practice it, and what are the practical benefits of it. So, first of all, as the teachers, as many of you who are gathered here today, this is a very essential practice for the teachers as well, because we understand to help somebody, help someone else, we have to be in a good position. We have to be in a good spirit, first of all, and then our care, our support, our help will be very successful. So therefore, this is uniquely important to all of us. So the importance of mindfulness has been addressed, especially at this moment, as we all are facing this very challenging time due to this COVID-19 pandemic. We all understand the necessity of maintaining this spiritual practice of being mindful and taking care of our body and mind, our spirituality. This is a moment that we all feel the need of sharing and caring for each other, practicing of loving kindness and compassion ever than before. So therefore, this is a very important moment for us to reflect on these spiritual values at this moment, I think. So the mindfulness practice is directly connected to this theme, which is the self-care. This is directly about self-care, mindfulness practice. When we understand the meaning of it directly, if we jump into that topic directly, mindfulness is, according to my long-term practice as a Buddhist monk for nearly 30 years, what I have understood, the meaning, the essence of this mindfulness practice is to be connected with our inner experience, to get connected with our body and mind, to get mindfully connected with the mechanism of how this body and mind work. This is basically the meaning of being mindful. So this is a very important moment, actually, for me, uh, for any person to begin any spiritual journey, begins right within that moment. From the moment you turn your attention inward to understand your inner experience, this is where you begin to have your spiritual journey. Because what we call our life, what we call ourselves, is nothing but this body and mind and all connected, related experience externally. So anything to be our personal experience, they have to go through our body and mind. Then it becomes our personal experience. So, when you think about the self-care, the student success, we need to understand what hinders these goals in our life, as we all want to be physically healthy, mentally healthy, and efficient at the same time. As we all eventually want to be happy in this life, we need to understand what stops these goals in our life. As we commonly understand, these negativities, these problems come to us as a form of emotion. Our emotions are the disturbances for our physical and mental well-being, our efficiency, if you think about the overall happiness. So when we cultivate, when we maintain that inward attention, to simply know what is happening to me right now in my body and mind. As far as this mindfulness practice is concerned, we stay alert, we stay awake to whatever we are experiencing at this moment. From my practice and long-term teaching and sharing these spiritual values with many people, what we have realized is that, the root cause of our unhappiness, tension, anxieties, frustration, depression, and all these negativities is that we are not observing ourselves enough. We are not mindfully awake to understand what is happening to us at this moment, what we call the present moment. So this is where we experience all these disturbances and other negativities. But when we maintain this ongoing present moment mindful awareness upon our body and mind, we get to know, we get to understand what is happening in my mind right now. Am I angry right now? Am I anxious right now? Is there any tension in my mind? So these kind of negativities we can observe. And then we can simply understand, very importantly, what would be our reaction to these emotions. Our emotional reactions actually create so many problems and other negativities around us. So mindfulness practice gives us an opportunity to understand and directly observe these emotional impulses in ourselves. And it will enable us to monitor our reactions to these impulses. And then this is a kind of gaining our control, gaining our control to our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and to our overall behavior. And then working on these negative conditions is not the only thing. As a result of mindfulness practice, the wonderful thing, the beautiful thing is that we simply observe what are the beautiful moments in our life. What are the important things in our life? There are so many things to enjoy. There are so many things to acknowledge and appreciate in our life and around us. But as we are not mindful enough, all these beautiful moments, things, individuals, relationships go unnoticed. So we don't know how to enjoy them. We don't know how to enjoy them. So as a very important thing that I recently share with my friends, my spiritual friends, is that in that sense, we learn how to appreciate even the negativities in our life. Why is that? The best example is the ongoing pandemic, right? Even though we know there are a lot of suffering, problems, unhappiness within our life and society, do we appreciate the things that we have learned from this pandemic? Do we appreciate what we have been doing so far, to help ourselves and others? As Steve mentioned earlier, what are the things actually we do as our part? As one of the main important outcomes of the practical results of mindfulness is that we become able to enjoy and appreciate the beautiful things, positive things in our life. This is a very important thing. Instead of as the common human nature, we go complaining always what is missing, what I don't have, what is missing in my life, right? But we hardly focus on what I have been gifted with. There are so many things to enjoy in that way. So these important transformations actually within our personal experience is a kind of spiritual awakening. And then these qualities affect our behavior. That is the way to maintain our self-care, most importantly, as there are so many things for the self-care, as we all commonly understand: the physical exercise, healthy eating, good and positive friends around us. And one of all these important steps in self-care is this mindfulness practice. The mindfulness meditation, as many people know today. There's a systematic practice, training to follow in order to cultivate this mindfulness practice. In our center, in our Buddhist temple in Southfield, Detroit, we teach this guided meditation, weekly. We have online sessions, we offer these free classes. Many people can benefit from them, and we even teach this mindfulness meditation in campuses, different institutions for students and workers, teachers. So many people are benefiting from that. So as many people understand the value of this mindfulness practice, it becomes an ultimate friend to us. To have an observer in our life always is a huge gift, actually. Many people have this issue of feeling lonely, not having anyone next to them. But when you practice mindfulness, you feel that there's always someone to watch you. That practice itself becomes such a huge friend to you. When there's someone to observe, watch yourself, that is the most important practice to stay safe and healthy. Because for many people, the biggest problem today is that they are not aware of what is happening to them at any moment. So anything can come and distract them, disturb them. So therefore, when we practice mindfulness, it doesn't happen that way. It is just like having a house without a security camera system, CCTV camera system, or any kind of protection. Anyone can come and destroy your house or steal anything. Mindfulness is just having like a good watch over yourself. It becomes the self-protection for you. So as the common thing that we all have to go through all these life experiences, but as a human nature, this is the most unique, important thing for human beings to have the ability to watch ourselves. Animals cannot do that. Watch their emotions, watch their behavior objectively. But human beings have that capacity, right? We all have that ability to maintain it in our everyday life. So that way we can transform ourselves to higher levels of this existence, as we cultivate this. So along with the mindfulness practice, we cultivate this positive atmosphere within ourselves, along with loving kindness, compassion, sharing, and caring. So this is a short introduction to this practical mindfulness. So we can give it a try if you would, a couple of minutes to practice this mindfulness as a very common technique, as you have heard, the breathing technique, right? Which is very common technique for anyone. So this can be done anywhere, anytime if you feel comfortable, if you have a couple of minutes at least. Only thing is that you need to, you can simply start following these instructions, guided meditation for 2 minutes if you feel comfortable. Otherwise, just you can listen and observe. So you can simply stay relaxed and still, most importantly, you can simply close your eyes and taking a few deep, mindful and gentle breaths, releasing any tension and negative energies from your body. Feeling the presence of yourself in your peaceful atmosphere. Taking a few deep breaths, experiencing each breath throughout the body. Bringing your total attention to your inner experience. withdrawing your attention from the external world. Now feel your entire body with the mind. No need to have a tight face. You may have a slight, compassionate smile in your face towards yourself. And remember, whenever you smile from your own heart, you generate lots of positive energies. Appreciate in this very moment your spiritual practice. Let these positive feelings, appreciative joy, illuminate your inner experience. That would really boost your immunity system. And now limiting your mind, your attention, your mindfulness, just to your body and mind, your psychophysical entity. Feel the stillness in your body at this moment. And experience the beautiful stillness in your body with the mind, letting go of all the thoughts, memories, and mental images from the mind, just by letting it be, letting it be. And remember, every single moment is a fresh and a new moment to live and enjoy. So appreciating who you are and what you are, feel the deep sense of connectedness with yourself, with your body and mind. And now, as you take a few deep breaths again, bringing your mindful attention to the front of the face, to the end of the nostrils area, understand in the breathing process. You may observe each and every single incoming and outgoing breath mindfully. When you breathe in, simply be aware that you are breathing in. When you breathe out, simply be aware that you are breathing out. And see for how long you can be just with the present breath without getting distracted by wandering thoughts, memories, or sounds outside. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing your body and calming the mind with each breath. It is okay to get distracted. Whenever you get distracted by these disturbing thoughts or memories or sounds outside, you may gently and friendly bring your mind back to the present breath and observe it mindfully. You can simply incorporate the practice of loving kindness along with this breathing technique. Within one circle of in-breath and out-breath, you can simply repeat these loving, compassionate thoughts or phrases again and again, being very kind and gentle to yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be relaxed. May I be peaceful. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be relaxed. May I be peaceful. Okay, now you may take a few deep breaths again, refreshing your body and mind. Okay, you may open your eyes. So that was a short guided meditation. So I think we have a couple of minutes. If you have any question or anything to share about this technique or mindfulness. So you can unmute yourself and speak up. I
No
hope
questions, but thank you.
Okay.
I have one thing to say. I think that was awesome. I appreciate having the time to just sit and meditate and clear my mind. Right before you started this process, I did look at your website and I did follow you on Facebook. You will hear more from me.
Very good. Thank you very much.
That I want to pass along to my students because I think it'll help them in the process of when all the stress is coming.
Exactly.
Need to know that they have the possibility or the ability to calm their own minds and their own bodies to be able to tackle whatever they need to do. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Exactly. This is something actually, as I have heard from many teachers, this is something they want to get their students to try and benefit from it. It can be easily done actually when you conduct that as a group. You can make it on your own or just take these simple guided steps I used. They are very effective, very beneficial to anyone, especially for self-care. Any other question?
Let me ask Bhante, if someone were to contact you about Zooming into their class to talk about the technique, would you be open to that?
Of course, anytime. That's why I am here for,
Yes,
please invite me to any of your sessions. If you want me to help you, help guide them in any short sessions, I can definitely do that. I really appreciate that.
Bhante, could you put your email address in the chat room?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yep, it's my email address, so anyone can contact me. So I can help with anything like that.
and here is Bhante's Facebook page.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you very much, Bhante. And before continuing our discussion of mindfulness, I want to mention that as part of our audience today, Professor Kim Lark's students from Schoolcraft College, Dr. I just blocked your name. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Dr. Anthony students from Mott, and some of my students are in the audience, and I'm sure we'll be adding to it.
Dr. Excuse me, I did have a question for Bhante.
Yes.
And forgive me if I'm saying it incorrectly.
No, exactly correct.
But I love the mantra. Could you please share that again?
You mean the loving kindness part, or
The choir, the song. You don't have to sing it, but if you feel led, go right ahead.
well, these are the simple phrases you can use. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be relaxed, and may I be peaceful. This is one unique technique, actually, what we call the mindfulness meditation. Because the mindfulness meditation is an umbrella term. Under that, there are so many other practical, beneficial techniques to practice. So the loving kindness is one of them. When you do that mindfully in that system, as I guided you, it becomes so experiential. It's very effective. It has a very powerful healing effect. It directly affects your body, your emotions, your mind, feelings, and everything. So it's very beneficial. So
Yes.
you can make that up, as you wish, as long as they are realistic and healthy for you. You can make up any of those positive phrases. You can sing it to yourself in meditation. It's so peaceful and calming.
Yes, this was.
Yeah.
Help me recenter, get refocused again for my day. Thank you very much.
Exactly.